Hey guys, Sean Bougie, surplusfundsriches.net. I'm going to address a couple of things today regarding communication and how you need to use straight talk. You get what you want by asking for what you want. You get the answer to your questions by being specific in your question. We see this a lot, guys. We see this both on the claimant side, even on when we're initially training our case managers, and we see it from you guys, from guys that are our partners, researchers using our program. And it's a little out of control. I need to address this. You need to engage in straight, honest, transparent communication. First of all, politically correct speech. What I mean by that isn't necessarily involving politics. It's speech when you're speaking just to people in general, okay? Politically correct speech leans toward really nebulous questions and interactions. Let me give you an example. Don't ask the claimant if you're getting ready to put a deal together and you want to know, okay, wait a minute. Do you have any IRS tax liens? Do you have any other judgments I don't know about? That's the question you want to ask because that can impact the recovery. What people will ask instead is, do you know of anything that can encumber this recovery? They think that you're sounding more professional by not being specific or by using a term like nebulous. That makes me a lot more intelligent sounding to this person. Knock it off. Ask if they have any judgments, IRS tax liens, or additional liens. Listen, you guys are going hand in hand in this recovery. You need their help and their input in order to go forward from here. So don't ask them nebulous questions. Don't ask them a question that's they're not even sure what you're talking about. You're the surplus funds recovery agent, not them. They don't know what encumbrance is. They don't know that things can get in the way. So you ask them about the things that can get in the way. Be upfront. And guys, hey, I know I'm coming across a little harsh. This really needs to be covered because a lot of you guys don't even realize you do this stuff. All right. Second one, and this is a biggie. If you need to apologize, just straight up apologize. Don't give excuses. Listen, this is not an apology. Let's say you were talking to a claimant and you had the deal together, everything was rolling. You had double checked title work before you talked to them, but somehow you missed. You had an off day or whatever, and you missed that there was a HELOC, a home equity line of credit on the property, and you missed that. You don't go, yeah, I'm sorry, I missed that mortgage when I did the title work, but I was tired and I've been in a rough headspace. Nobody cares if you're tired or in your rough headspace. Nobody cares. Okay. What they care about is, are you going to be able to do this job or not? Are you good at what you're doing? And are you going to be able to stay focused long enough to do what you promise you're going to do for them? Knock it off with the excuses, guys. Nobody cares if you had a hard day. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. All right. What they care about is if you made a mistake, you own it. The right answer would have been, I am so sorry that I missed that mortgage or that HELOC loan in my search. I apologize for that. Turns out, Mr. Jones, there's still going to be another $15,000, even though there was $35,000 HELOC. We thought it was 50. Now it's going to be 15. We'd like to go ahead with that. Again, I apologize for missing that. I don't know how that happened, but it's my fault. I own it. Would you like to continue to go forward? That's an apology. I'll give you another example. I used to host poker parties quite frequently. One of the people that came threw a little fit at the end because he lost. He bet like he shouldn't have bet. It wasn't a huge buy-in, guys. It wasn't a whole lot of money, but he threw a fit. He kind of pushed his chair in and left afterwards, and he stuck around for a little while, then he left. Second time he did it, he threw his chips on the table and was just cussing up a storm and left, and he had brought somebody else with him. He was the ride, and he left without them. Of course, I didn't invite him back to the next poker game. And he called me about it. He said, hey, man, did you have another poker game? I said, yeah, I did. And he said, why didn't you invite me? I said, are you out of your mind? You freaked out, threw the chips across the table. We had to drive your buddy home. You were the ride for. Of course, I didn't invite you, and I'm not going to invite you. You know what he said? He said, hey, man, I'm sorry. Good start. He goes, see, what happened was I had a little too much to drink. And Bob was giving me a hard time and riding me a little hard. Hey, you know what? Dude, that's poker. We get together to have a few drinks, maybe one or two more than we should, and to talk crap to each other. That's what a guy's poker night is. You didn't apologize. Never invited it back because he was an excuse maker. Choose the people you hang with. And by the way, the people you're trying to call, they have a choice of who they can interact with. And they're not going to choose to interact with you if you're not going to be straight with them and apologize for real when you need to apologize. They're also not going to talk to you when you ask, do you know of anything that can encumber this recovery? Just be straight, guys. We get this also from researchers' partners, right? We'll say, hey, man, you got to fix the following item on the worksheet. Please resubmit it because you missed this, this, and this. Well, instead of going, oh, man, I'm so sorry. I'll fix that and get it right in. Thank you for the heads up. What we'll get is, well, I'm not sure I need to fill that out, or I wasn't sure, or maybe I didn't read that. I actually had somebody say to me, or actually respond to a kickback file, I need a new glasses prescription. I must have missed that. So you were able to read the rest of the ebook correctly, but you missed that one section there. That's when your glasses went out. Knock it off with excuses, guys. Own it. Talk straight. Be open. Listen, people are hungry for the truth. People are hungry for transparency. People are hungry for straight, honest communicators. Thanks, guys.